We're at the museum of Perdika. It's a small folklore museum, and I'm just going to take you on a tour around so that you can see something about our history and learn about our village and the people who live here. Hope you enjoy yourselves. So starting here, we can see different items which have been used over the years, and they're all from this village. So you can see the old typewriters. I used to have an old typewriter like this. And just let go here because I love this. Pencil sharpener, yay! These are all items that have been collected over the years from the residents of Perdika. There was also an outdoor cinema in Perdika, which was on the rooftop. And I can remember that because I used to go there a lot when I was a teenager. Great meeting place. So here are the various items. Some used to decorate the house. Others are actually tools that we used. I'm going to go through and take a look at this as well. It's absolutely magnificent. Old sewing machines. And the actual Cultural Association of Perdika has made sure that this is an area which can be used to now house all these items that may have been lost in the past. Let's just go through this little doorway here. Lots of people used to weave and make their own tablecloths and linen for their homes. You can also see household items here, things that were used in the past. This isn't an archaeological museum, it's a folklore museum, so everything you see here is actually from Perdika's history. And this, my grandmother used to have one of these. We used to boil the water there, quite dangerous, over the fires, because of course there was no electricity. Now you see the different pots and pans, some bronze, and there's the famous Greek briki that we use to make our Greek coffee. And come in here, you can actually see what they used to bathe in, wash in, cooking. Everything was useful. No washing machines then, no dishwashers. Everything was done by hand, and it was a hard day's work. And of course no running water, so lots of people had these in their gardens or in their bathrooms, which were not really bathrooms, which they would fill with water from the local taps. There was around about 5 or 6 points in the village where you could go and collect water, and people would have a certain hour during the day where they would go and collect their water for their homes. And this actually happened well into the 80s actually, until running water was available in all homes in Perdika. So this is where people would keep their linen, And also if they had daughters, then they would stock up for their weddings. And most of the items would be homemade as well. Actually love this as well. An old iron. You know these, you've seen them on TV. Now going into, as I've said before, we love olives. So you'll see a lot of tools here which were used not only for the olive picking but also for hunting, and they're basically agricultural tools. So these are the old types, some of which may still be used today by some folk as well. And of course, because animals would do a lot of the work, you can also see saddles here from donkeys. And then there's the various tools that we used to cut wood and make all the objects and furniture needed for their homes. We had shoemakers too. I remember the shoemaker. And there we see a lovely doll showing you with the dress as well, the local dress of that time. And of course the plough. And we'll go into the last room now. And we've got various types of clothes that they used to wear. They also show the places that these people were from. So you will see clothes that were from farming families, and also objects used by farming families. These are lovely cradles. And they were usually hand woven and made in people's homes, dyed in people's homes as well, using natural colors. And this would probably be about the size of their coffee tables where they would sit. We've got quite a background of the Turks who used to live here in the area. So you will see things that are very similar. And here we have the weapons that they used to have. And these are all things that were found from the various wars that have happened over the years. A school desk. Local costumes and traditional costumes. We'll go to the back where the local store owners would stock their foods. Things like flour, rice, which were the main priorities. And I'm not sure about rice actually, I would say wheat. Actually. The cowbells, or I think goat and sheep bell. This is a stone. These were used for grinding down the wheat so that the flour could be made. And these are the various coins over the ages. Our beautiful drachma, which we don't know anymore. And these have been kept safe. for people to view and for people to see. For archaeological findings are not found here. They'll be found in the museum in Igoumenitsa. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of the tradition in our area. Thanks so much. Bye.